Hey golfers, I'm Drew Mahowald, the Second Swing Golf here at the PGA Show in Orlando, joined by Erik Henrikson, the Director of Golf Science at PING, talk about some new putters.
Yeah.
So the Scottsdale lineup here, 2025, introduction to, I guess, the market, right?
Mm-hmm.
PING has been awesome with putters in the past. We got the milled series, and now we've got some with kind of the insert. But I guess first of all, talk to us about what's involved tech-wise with the Scottsdale lineup here.
Yeah, so as you mentioned, this is our insert line.
Yeah.
And so the big thing customers are going to notice right away is this P-Bax insert.
Mm-hmm.
So P-Bax is this high energy return polymer. So it provides that soft feel and acoustic off the face, but does so without sacrificing, the smash factor that you
Sure.
would expect from a putter. The other benefit behind an insert line is it displaces mass. So we're in the business of moving mass around.
Yeah.
So if we can create some discretionary weight, we can use that to improve forgiveness.
Mm-hmm.
And so you'll notice with a lot of these models, they're maybe a little bit bigger because we've taken the mass away from the center of the putter and then added it to the heel and the toe to create forgiveness.
Gotcha. Yeah, and I think what I like about it a lot too is, there's a feel element with an insert, and it's probably, I guess, would you say it's a little softer compared to maybe what would be a milled face, or is that not necessarily the case with all these models?
Yeah, so it's definitely going to come off from a sound and feel standpoint softer. So
Okay.
the perceived kind of feel is
Yeah.
going to be a softer, touchier feel.
Okay.
And then obviously with a milled putter, you can vary milling depth to kind of
Sure.
tune that
Tune that.
feel. But
Okay.
this will definitely be, if you have like our deep amp, which is kind of a pretty deep milling, on like a PLD putter, this is going to come off even a little softer than that.
Gotcha. And one thing we got to talk about here too, before getting into each of the kind of the models specifically, is the grip.
Yeah.
So looks like Super Stroke is
Yeah.
sort of the partner here. So talk to me about the grip here and what golfers will get out of that.
Yeah, so obviously Super Stroke is a grip that's really popular among a wide range of players. High performance grip. We have the Pistol Tour 2.0 on all of our models. Obviously, from a color standpoint, matching that up with that blue accent. So really excited to incorporate this on the Scottsdale line.
Yeah. So let's go into each of the models now. And what I also like in terms of the club, right? Ping's always ahead of the game in club fitting, right? And so even right here on the shaft, you guys, and you've done this for a while, but you label, the stroke type that this is fit for. So let's go through each of the models. I know you've got a blade in your hand, so we'll start with the blades.
Yeah.
Go through the blade options with the Scottsdale series.
Yeah, so we have 4 different blade models in the Scottsdale line. I have the Answer model here. We also have the B63. So many people are familiar with the B60.
Yeah.
This is a B60 with more of a slant neck on it.
Okay.
And so both the Answer, the B63, and the Answer 2D, which is an Answer 2 with a little bit of a wider flange on it. Those are all going to fit. You mentioned our stroke type sticker kind of under the grip. Those are all going to fit somebody with kind of a moderate range of rotation with the putter head during their stroke.
Yep.
And then we also have a blade model, the Answer 4, which is going to be more that kind of strong, lot of rotation in the stroke model. So again, an Answer with more of a shorter slant neck on it.
Sure.
So those are the 4 blades that we offer in the Scottsdale line.
Okay, so now moving into maybe a little bit larger head, those maybe mid-mallets type. It looks like there's a couple down there to discuss. Let's go
Yeah,
into
so
those.
we have 3 that I would kind of classify as that mid-mallet. We have the Primetime 4, and then we also have a variation of that where we have the Primetime C. So that's a center shafted option for those who tend to gravitate toward a center shafted putter. Okay. And then we have the DS72. So, it's really popular from Victor. That's his model that he uses. That's the one model where the insert's maybe not full face.
Sure. Yeah.
It's just where the hosel inserts into the head. So hard to get the insert across the full face, but still displacing mass from the center, going to provide that soft feel and be a really, really forgiving model.
Sure. Yeah. And then lastly, I see some larger sort of, I guess a larger, modern mallet maybe is the term. I don't know. I you know what I'm talking about, right? The bigger ones.
Yeah.
And there's also, it looks like maybe a longer sort of counterbalance option there as well.
So we have the Oslo 3
Yep.
is one of those mallets, and then we're bringing back a really popular model for us in the mallet space, which is the Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And that Crazy model is also offered in a mid-length So those who are, it's becoming a pretty popular,
Yes.
Method of putting is using a mid-length putter. Obviously, Victor's doing that with his DS72. With this line, we're offering that crazy model and a mid-length, also with their Super Stroke mid-length.
Yeah.
grip.
And then one last thing I just wanted to ask you about, with all these options, of course, it can maybe seem almost overwhelming for a golfer. So like in terms of getting dialed in, I know at Second Swing we have the PING Putter app. You can very quickly get even your stroke type dialed in.
Yep.
How important is that though when golfers choosing a putter to make sure at least they A, know their stroke type, and B, they have a putter that fits that a little bit?
Yeah, so it can have a really significant impact on a player's consistency as well as their miss tendency. The PING Putter app's a great way to kind of understand what's happening with your stroke. It's probably, as you guys know, one of the most underfit of clubs. Yep. And I think once people go through a putter fitting, they realize the benefits that can come along with that. I mean, something as simple as just getting the right length can have a significant impact on one's putting performance. And then stroke type's probably the next big variable. Length and stroke type are huge. And we've seen that in testing over and over again at Ping. I know you guys have seen it at Second Swing. You guys do a great job with that. And so that's why we put a lot of effort trying to develop those tools like the Ping Fitting app, iPing, as well as kind of designing our putter line to fit the widest range of players, different stroke types. So, the crazy's going to be face balanced, more for that straight. And then we have a mallet that can fit somebody with a lot of rotation.
Yes.
So there's options out there for everybody, and it's going to be really critical that people find the right one for them, fight miss tendencies, and improve stroke consistency.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the really cool part is you guys cover every really type of putting stroke with this lineup. So like that last thing we got to say is golfers, go get fit at Second Swing for a Scottsdale putter from Ping. A lot of great options here. You get that soft P-backs insert with the feel, and then of course get your stroke type fit to the right putter as well, and we'll get you dialed in. So Erik, thank you for the time today and giving us the insight.
Pleasure.